Hello, welcome to True Audio Files. Today I'm going to be doing a video about a legend in rock, Kiss's Ace Frehley. Did a lot of solo stuff as well, and he had a very big impact on my life. And apparently, as you have probably seen on social media, if you pay attention to social media at all, he's also had a very large impact on many musicians who basically picked up a guitar because of him. People like Tom Morello and Dimebag Darrell Pantera, Weezer, just you can name a whole bunch of different artists and bands that had been heavily influenced by Ace Frehley and Kiss. Tool's another one that I saw some stuff on as well. So I just wanted to take this opportunity to pay tribute to him, as he, again, was a very early influence on me. He's the reason why I got so obsessed with music. He was the reason why I picked up a guitar. I don't play very well, but, I purchased a, Les Paul like his, same color, finish and everything. And the reason why I got the lightning bolt guitar strap as well. So, to say that he had a big impact on my life is an understatement, because probably the biggest reason why I'm even doing these videos and doing what I do, and for a living, even to a lesser extent, but because it's music related anyways. But I'm just very passionate about music, very passionate about audio, very passionate about guitar, and Ace was a very big reason for that. I was a very huge Kiss fan. I grew up in the late 70s, early 80s, right, smack dab in the heart of when Kiss became huge. And Kiss was definitely my first passion for music anyways. And Ace was definitely my favorite band member from there. Not that I didn't like all the rest of them, but Ace was by far my favorite. And again, why I started playing guitar when I did as well. So I was able to get to meet him about 10 years ago as well. Got my original Ace Frehley Kiss solo album signed by him. And so it really made, it was a great, memorable experience. I'll be scrolling some pictures through here as we go through of the show that I went to. I took a bunch of really great pictures, got a great picture of him and I on his tour bus as part of the VIP package that I got. This shirt actually was part of the VIP package that I got. But so I just think he had a much bigger impact and lasting impact on rock music than a lot of people give him and Kiss credit for that matter. There would be no Pantera. There probably would be no Weezer. There probably would be no Tool. There probably would be no Rage Against the Machine. And just many of these other bands who were heavily impacted by Kiss and by Ace Frehley specifically. So he really made a huge impact, and I really would love to hear your take on Ace and the impact maybe he's had on you and your life, and is he one of the reasons why you're so passionate about music? Maybe you had a similar experience to me. I had all the Kiss cards, and have some of the newer Kiss cards up here. Got the magazine when they got reunited. I went to see their reunion tour a couple of times, got to see their farewell tour a couple of times. One of the really best moments, or most memorable moments, I should say, in my life as for concerts, that is the first time I got to see Ace in concert. And that was actually going to see one of my other favorite bands of all times, which is Iron Maiden. I got to see them for the first time in 1988 during the Seventh Son of a Seventh Son tour. And Ace Frehley and Frehley's Comet actually opened up for them. So that was one of the most memorable nights of my concert-going life. So that was a pretty awesome experience as well. And, just really impactful on my life. So I mainly just wanted to kind of give my tribute to him and to Kiss in general. I have all of his solo stuff. I have all the Kiss albums. I have, all kinds of special editions of, like his latest album, which he made just last year, 10,000 Volts. I've got all the different cover variants of that. But, I think it's very interesting. He's actually the only original member of Kiss that still was doing music or writing music and releasing music. You know, he released this last year. I know he was working actually on, I believe, a covers album. His third covers album he was working on in the studio when he had an accident and was basically, everything I understand, a cause for his death. But you know, so it's pretty telling, and it's pretty sad that he was the first of the original Kiss members to pass away. So he will leave a legacy like no other, and regardless of your thoughts of Kiss as a band, the impact that him and the rest of Kiss made cannot be underestimated when you go to see the outpouring that was on social media this week after his passing. So I mean, that's a majority of what I wanted to say here. I'd love to hear what your takes and more importantly, you know, your tributes to him in the comments section below if you could. And I don't really want to see any negative stuff in there. If you're going to leave negative stuff, I'm going to get rid of it because that's not what this, it's not an appropriate space for that. So, but I'd love to hear your takes and what your feelings and thoughts are about Kiss and about Ace Frehley and his impact on you in your life and on music and rock history. So that's pretty much everything that I wanted to cover here. It's going to be a short video and I could go on and on and on and on, and I you know, I probably have gone on a little too much, but I just wanted to kind of pay tribute to my favorite musician, or at least one of my most influential. This has been a very tough year for music, at least music in my world. You know, with the passing of Ozzy Osbourne and now Ace Frehley. It's not quite at the same level as 2016 for me, though, where my other two of my three favorites, Kiss, Ace Frehley being the other one in the top three, passed away, where we had David Bowie and Prince pass away within months of each other. But this is right up there with Ozzy and Ace passing away only months from each other. So really tough year, 2025 for rock and hard rock, most specifically fans and Kiss fans. And it's been really uplifting to see all the positive posts on social media from rock musicians that, you know, say that they were heavily influenced by Ace and Kiss, and it's just been really touching to see all of that. And you know, that's pretty much everything I have to say. I apologize if I'm kind of all over the place. It's still trying to process it all here. So, but I want to thank you all for watching the video. Please leave your comments and tributes in the comments section below, or you know, wherever it is on this. But I appreciate you spending the time with me here on this episode. I want to thank you for subscribing if you do subscribe. If you don't, please do so. I love new subscribers. Hit that like button if you liked what you saw here. And, you know, that's everything I have for this week. So I want to thank you for watching. I want you to have yourself a good rest of the day. And as always, a good rest of the week. Thanks a lot, everybody.